What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn. I'm back with another video. I feel like I'm on a roll on this Saturday morning. In this video, I want to talk about Meagan Good and really her husband, Jonathan Majors. It seemed like he embarrassed her. There's this video going viral of them working out in the gym, which shout out to them. They have like a new, I think it's gym apparel. They have a new brand coming out. I'll put a link if I can find a link to it, but they are doing business together. So shout out to them, first of all. But secondly, there's this video where she's working out and he says something to the effect of her stomach looks thick, and that's why there are those pregnancy rumors. So we're going to get into what is Jonathan Majors doing in this video, because Meagan Good has announced that she does want to have a baby now. So if you're watching this, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Layla Lynn. I do celebrity news and nostalgia. And if you like this type of content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I also have a feminine communication Patreon. If you feel like, you're cute, you're feminine on the outside, but when you get rowdy, you get rowdy. You bout it, rowdy, rowdy. Drop down to the link in my description box and check out my feminine communication Patreon if you want to work on those skills. Let's go ahead and get into Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors.
Her belly does look fit. Who knows if she's pregnant? I can't call it. Love you. All right, y'all, that's it. Goodbye. Peace.
So the two of them, they are very awkward. So it is an awkward video, but it sounds like he's saying her belly does look thick. Who knows if she's pregnant? And when I first watched it, I thought he was on live. I thought he was on live with the people in the chat saying that she looked pregnant. But now looking at it again, I don't think he's actually on live. I think it's just him, recording on his phone and posting it. And it looks like she's embarrassed. Like when he says that, she looks like, huh? And then she looks like she's trying to play it off. And then he says, I love you. I don't know if that was to, kind of like change the mood or what have you. Y'all know how people use those words. But she looked a little bit embarrassed. She looked a little bit surprised and a little bit embarrassed. And if you look at the comments, people are surprised that he would say something like that. Because first of all, if she's not pregnant, it's kind of telling her she looks pregnant, which is not a compliment if you're not pregnant. And then second of all, if she is pregnant or if she's trying to get pregnant, it's just kind of like it's just like a shocker. Personally, I do think she either is or is trying to get pregnant, and I'll get into why. I'll get into an interview where she did like yesterday or 2 days ago saying that she does want to have a baby. But in the comment section, people are reacting. One person, I must be under a damn rock. I ain't seen not one alleged pregnancy rumor till now, and I got 11,000 likes. Like nobody has been saying she looks pregnant. Someone else says she's definitely going to have a talk with him off camera. And someone else said, I don't know how I feel about this interaction unless I'm tripping. She looked very uncomfortable. She did. And I felt like she kind of played it off. Like right then when she twisted her shoulder, she did look uncomfortable, but she also looked like she played it off. I don't know what they got going on, but I do know that she is ready to have a baby. So let me share that with you all. So, Us Weekly reports that Meagan Good is ready to take the next step in her marriage to Jonathan Majors, and that means babies are already on her brain. And she said, quote, I am definitely ready to have kids now. That's what she told Us Weekly at Lifetime Summer Soiree on Wednesday, June 16th. She said, and quote, and then my partner is someone I really want to do it with and get excited about doing it with, and who is a phenomenal father already, but now we can do it together. So what a difference a new man makes, because with her ex-husband, she was not trying to have his kids. I believe towards the end of their marriage, she said something about wanting kids. And I don't know if that was to try to keep him, because I really do believe that's why they divorced. I believe it all came down to her not wanting kids and him wanting kids. And towards the end of her marriage, I remember seeing an interview where she mentioned wanting to have kids now, but not like this. In this interview, she's saying she is definitely ready to have kids now, and she's excited about having kids with Jonathan Majors. And if you look at their relationship, to me, she gives very motherly. She gives like she is taking care of him. Like it looks like that he may have moved into her home. And there are rumors that at one point she was paying his bills because of what he was going through. So it gives very motherly. Meagan Good gives very nurturing. Take it for what it is, whether that's good or whether that's bad in her case. She does give very motherly to me. But she said she actually wants 2 kids. She said 2 would be good. She said, "We got 4 dogs already. We have 4 Belgian Malinois, and they are the hyperest dogs of life, but the house is very safe." And she talked about how she started wanting to become a mother because of playing her character Camille on Harlem. And her character Camille, if you didn't watch Harlem, she went through a story arc from not wanting to have kids to getting pregnant. Even though she didn't want to have kids, she ended up getting pregnant and she embraced it. And so Megan Good said, quote, "I know that there are a lot of similarities to Camille's journey and to Megan's journey because I always knew that I wanted to be a mother." She said, "But I'd have to ask myself, is that because I felt like I should want that? And then there were times where I wasn't sure. And I was like, am I pushing back against it because I don't like people telling me what I'm supposed to want?" I think that during the course of the show, being able to say out loud that Camille doesn't want kids because it's such a taboo thing to say, and everyone always goes, "Well, what's wrong with you?" If you say you don't want kids, people want to know what's wrong with you. But she said it's like, no, some people just don't want to. And to be able to explore that with her, and then ultimately for her to be the one to get pregnant and be able to explore that journey, some people, maybe they just don't want to. For other people, maybe there's something you're afraid of. Maybe there's something you've experienced. Maybe there's something that's holding you back. And all of those things, nothing can be wrong. All of these things are just a part of our journey. And she went on to say, "It definitely made me excited to go, okay, now that I've explored and unpacked so much through my character in more ways than one, now I get to go, yeah, I think this actually makes me super ready." So she's super ready to have kids. So him saying that she looks pregnant, the reason she's looking like that is because she wants to be pregnant. I don't know if she is or not, but according to this interview, she wants to be pregnant. So y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about her saying that she does want to be pregnant. And then Jonathan Majors saying that she looks thick in her belly area. To me, it was very, very awkward. But I do think, again, that they're both kind of like awkward people. But speaking of Megan Good, her ex husband is also on the way to having a baby as well. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. They shared this interview that him and his fiancee Maria Castillo shared about her being honored to have his kids. They did this interview with Revolt TV, and apparently Revolt TV has some new technology because they actually kind of like blurred out the sound. You can hear the sound on Instagram, but when I go to put it in my video, it's blurred out, and it's also blurred out on TikTok. So I think the interviewer asked if the kids were going to have his last name because I think he has this reputation of being overbearing. Think people think that he was overbearing with Megan Good and maybe that's why they got a divorce. But it's good to hear him say that, he embraces his wife's culture as well. It's not just about the kids having his last name. It's a convergence of two people, a convergence of two families. So good for him for maybe not being the overbearing person that people think he is, and good for both couples on their new journey to parenthood. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. As always, thanks for watching. Now, if you made it this far to the end of the video, then I think you like my content. So make sure you subscribe and check out my channel. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Check out my playlist and my podcast, and I assure you, you will like more of my content.